Testing! Testing, testing, testing! Oy vey. What's up, folks? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Speed Gaming fans. I'm WXFan21. And, yeah, that's, I've been talking to you all for the last 14, 15 minutes, and apparently the bot was deafened. That's just rude. Yeah, I came in very loud for myself, too. So, sorry about that, folks. So, Cestrion goes back for their boost ball. We have Plasma Beam. First artifact retrieved for Cestrion. Sorry, everybody. They're working on fixing the sound. The bot apparently was... The restream bot was deafened, so that's why you couldn't hear me at all. Fourth Metroid of the sea. Insane. It's a lot of Metroids early. So Eraldoe is going for this puzzle here. Cestrion chose to skip it. Sorry, everybody. Apparently I've been talking to myself this entire time. So, we got Plasma, we got Boost, we got one Morph Ball. Or Power Bomb, rather. So, now begins a really interesting path. Varia is taking us into Magmor. And that is exactly where Cestrion wants to go. You got Plasma. You got Morph, Boost, and Varia Suit. I think the play here is to bring us to Magmor, if I could be mistaken. We shall see. Let us know if you're hearing me better and it's not blowing your eardrums out. Get the comm volume up and ready to go. Eraldoe is going to check this. Could this lower furnace item be a game changer for Eraldoe? No. It's the more fun. It's energy tank. Cestrion's heading for Magmor. Eraldoe makes their way to peak at Upper Furnace. Oh, that's terrible. That's Space Jump boots. I think Space Jump is Upper Furnace. I could be wrong. It could be something different, but that looked like Space Jump to me. So for those of you playing along with the artifact game, we have no artifacts in mines, multiple artifacts in Chozo, and yes, folks, we get to go to one of your favorite places. We get to go to the Crash Frigate, because we got an artifact in Cargo Freight Lift. One artifact Vendrana Shorelines, Research Lab Hydra, and the other three are in Chozo. One was Ming, Paul, and we got artifacts all over the place. I believe so. This will be really fun and interesting. Again, bracket stage. The number 5 seed Cestrion versus the number 28 seed Eraldoe. No mentor help is allowed during the bracket stage games. You can get mentor help before and after your games, but you cannot get mentor help during the games. That is one of the biggest changes here in the bracket stage. Basically, you've had your 5 weeks to learn and train. And let's see what it comes up with here. You put your knowledge and skills to the test. Nice use of Morph Ball Bomb from Cestrion to the Triclops. And destroys the other one as well. Nicely done, Cestrion. Eraldoe is finally back to the main hall. It is an energy tank on Grapple Edge. An expansion for Cestrion in a storage cavern. Eraldoe picking up another Metroid. Dun 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 dun. Cestrion's going to make their way over to Warrior Shrine. Eraldoe is going to pick up their Plasma Beam. Warrior Shrine's going to have a missile expansion. Now, Cestrion does have a power bomb, so going to grab this missile expansion, and then going to go drop below. Unfortunately, Eraldoe triggers the Hive Totem sequence. Plasma Beam should make this very easy to get through this, though. Nice energy tank. What's Fiery Shores have? Anything interesting? Anything good? Guess not. Cestrion either got or doesn't want it. It's just an energy tank. Oh, Cestrion wants the energy tank. Nicely done from Cestrion. Hello, Ice Beam. Problem is, the Cestrion doesn't have a power bomb. Cargo Freight Lift, Wave, Ice, Thermal, and Gravity Suit, I believe. I don't know if Cargo Freight Lift, if anything in Frigate, for that matter, is without gravity in these beginner settings. Nice Ice Beam for Cestrion. Eraldoe is going to get their boost ball. And this play from Cestrion makes sense. Go to check this here. There's our space jump boots. There was a missile expansion in upper furnace. We need Wave Beam, Phase On, and Spider Ball. We're gonna get this artifact over here in Phendrana Shorelines. Oh, it's good. It's not there, which means we need supers to get access to it. It's in the lighthouse. Again, folks, if you are interested in the other Mentor tournament races we have going on right now at the same time, games are on SpeedGaming 6 and SpeedGaming 7. Uncle Wyatt vs. Empress, Luigi vs. Rincon. You are watching Cestrion vs. Eraldoe on SpeedGaming 3. Valid Seed! We go to Valid Seed. We've had an SG7, it's just gonna dust off the cobwebs. It's a very linear seed. There's really not much route deviation at all. Eraldoe grabs the missile expansion here in Storage Cavern. Cestrion is flying. There's our super missiles to get access to our artifact out in Observatory. We're gonna go check the Chapel of the Elders as well. Nothing over there. Might be our 5th Metroid of this seed. Didn't really look like anything. Forget Climb did become beginner, yep. Overgrown Cavern could be something. Elevated Space Jump. Still see an artifact there, so Cestrion, we can't get that artifact, we need Spider Ball. Eraldoe is gonna go grab their Ice Beam. I see main power bombs. Now let's go to Vendrana Canyon. See what Vendrana Canyon holds. Wait a minute. Eraldoe didn't go down and get Ice Beam? Whoever Cestrion saw, that he doesn't want it. Cestrion's gone as far as they can. They're gonna warp to start. I have no idea where Eraldoe is going. Are they looking for a power bomb so they can go back and get Ice Beam? I'm so confused. Also, Root Cave is not in logic. We do not have X-Ray yet. Cestrion's going for Frigate Crash Site. It's a missile expansion, so nothing too crazy. Nicely done from Cestrion to go this way. So, climbing up Frigate Crash Site. Again, we don't have grapple, so I don't think this is in logic yet. So it's a missile expansion. Cestrion's going to go back way into Chozo. He's going to go check Antechamber. We do have access to Hall of the Elders. Missile expansion. Where's our Wave Beam? Wave Beam and Spider Ball are the next logical items, and I have no idea where they are. Can't get to Magma Pool. That requires grapple. Flagra's in logic. Ghosts are not, but Flagra's in logic. Power of Light's not in logic yet. We know there's an artifact over there. There's the upper... Oh, we got upper Ruined Shrine item to check. That was the last Not trade as well from such that Cestrion found. Cestrion's heading to Life Grove. Cestrion just getting these checks out of the way with. Logically, I don't think we're supposed to be here yet. Because there was no grapple beam has not been found to get to this location. Nicely done from Cestrion. An expansion. Another expansion. I don't think this can be anything. What was that? What the heck? Looked like something over on the by the spider ball track. Yeah, all missile expansions. There's nothing, there's no progression here. Grapple beam is required to get across several areas, including the frigate crash site. So, Cestrion did scan dashing across. We don't have grapple. So, by going in an overgrown cavern to back to Farchozo is not in logic. I thought grapple beam was required for frigate crash site to get across to frigate. Walk underwater. That's true. Where is our wave beam? Space jump, grapple, or gravity? Huh, interesting. I know space jump was required to get up frigate crash site. I'm not talking about the item, I'm talking about crossing. Eraldoe is going for Flagra. There really isn't much left in logic. You need wave to progress. You can get both of these checks out of the way with, though. I also love how it's an ice beam door for the plasma morph ball slot. Nice power bomb refill. Cestrion trying to peek haul the elders. Not sure what it was. Whatever Cestrion peeked, didn't see it. There's really no wrong order. I think the obvious one that the racers are missing is, unless they've already checked it, it's upper tower of, upper ruined shrine. Right, Eraldoe is doing Flagra normally because we don't have space jump. Very interesting. Space jump is over in Phendrana. Assuming space jump's over in the Magmor access to Phendrana. Artifacts are a main hall, Tower of Light, cargo freight lift, Phendrana shorelines. I don't remember where the other ones are. Main hall. What some of the others are. Upper Shrine was checked, okay. And there's Spider Ball, so Eraldoe gets the progression. Which now does put Chozo Ghost in logic. Cestrion is bomb jumping over, nicely done. If you know advanced tech, there is nothing stopping you from using an array setting. Nothing at all stopping you. Cestrion realizing the next logical step is to go to Flagra. So keep that in mind. Cestrion is no stranger to speedrunning Prime and Prime 2 Echoes. Cestrion's going to have the speed advantage by having Space Jump. Super Missiles is over in Phendrana as well. Main Power Bombs is over in Phendrana as well. So Phendrana had a lot of nice goodies. I want to hear from you, viewers. Where do you think Phazon's suit is going to be? How did we get to 9 arc? What the heck? Excuse me, chat. 9 artifacts. I have no idea how that happened. I'm going Phazon and Farfen. Give me Phazon and Gravity Chamber. Spider Ball for Cestrion and Cestrion's a little upset. I got a funny feeling that the Chozo Ghosts are holding Wave Beam. Though Spider Ball does unlock a bit. Upper Dynamo now is in logic, yup. The question is, will the racers go all the way back to Upper Dynamo is the question. It's a missile expansion. Okay. Wow, that's interesting. Eraldoe's already thinking, like, let's go check Upper Dynamo. Keep it on the mini-map. We have Spider, so what Spider's going to allow us to do is we're going to be able to get the Observatory artifact. Not Observatory. The Lighthouse artifact. So speaking of Observatory, one of the artifacts is in Research Lab Hydra. We're going to see if Renko is correct. Eraldoe is making their way back to... Looks like it's going to be the Upper Dynamo check with this Spider Ball. Supers over in Fendra, front Fen. Eraldoe on the Spider Ball track. This item looked like it was something, and it's gonna be... It's X-Ray Visor! Hello. Where's Cestrion headed? Cestrion, where you going? Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. Eraldoe did get the main plaza artifact, correct? Yeah. We get back there, we'll double check. Eraldoe's headed back for Upper Dynamo. Cestrion's gonna clear out this Morph Ball Bomb puzzle. More foul bomb puzzle complete for Cestrion. Missile expansion is all that it is in Upper Dynamo. Cestrion begins to climb up Upper Furnace, rather. Here's our wave beam! It was an Upper Furnace the entire time. Cestrion, full beams. Main plaza is over in the by the boost ball track. That's why Cestrion went back there, and Eraldoe also going the same way. Both going to get their wave beam. Wave opens up the rest of the scene. Most likely. Oh, Cestrion here. It's gonna go check Upper Dynamo as well. Might as well. You're right there. And probably never routing back this way. Keep in mind that Eraldoe has no space jump. Never went to get them through Magmor. They know where Ice Beam is. They do not know where Space Jump is. Nice use of doing this casually. I forgot this was even here. Cestrion most likely gonna route back into Magmor. No, Eraldoe! No! So close! Cestrion's gonna clear Magma Pool while they're here. Again, no grapple beam to do this. More missiles. Alright, Eraldoe, here we go. Attempt number 2. Oh, nice save! Just missiles, Magma Pool, Training Chamber access. Eraldoe has been behind on movement alone. But Eraldoe also went, power bombed the short tunnel where Ice Beam is. It's possible they didn't know how to get out without Space Jump. Eraldoe has not made their way to Phendrana yet. Cestrion's already full cleared front fin with the exception of the artifact. Cestrion's going to head to the Tower of Light artifact. Eraldoe most likely is going to go do the same thing. Good climbing from Cestrion. This will be artifact number 2 for Cestrion. Power chamber right. Tower of artifacts. Eraldoe's going to take a quick walk to start. Eraldoe is very far behind. Eraldoe is doing the right play, heading back to Magmore. It's still going to have to run in Tower of Light, though. Cestrion with X-Ray and Plasma. Root Cave is now in Logic. Missile expansion. Phazon suit! Cestrion's in go mode. I don't think Root Cave needs grapple. I could be wrong. No, Root Cave needs X-Ray. Root Cave, rather. So Cestrion's in go mode. Cestrion's booking it right back to, most likely, Fendrana. Where the last 2 artifacts are. Or 2 of the last 3. That does need grapple. How about that? We'll be coming across grapple soon, most likely. Eraldoe finally gets their space jump. Now I'm most likely to get back to their Ice Beam as well. Thank you, chat, for the explanation. Appreciate it. I wonder if we'll ever find our thermal visor. Eraldoe needs this power bomb refill before they head back to Shore Tunnel. Thermo and Central Dynamo. That would just be rude. Considering we don't need to go to Mines or Farfen at all this seed. Bum. Cestrion flying now. So Cestrion's gonna go to Research Lab Hydra, which is the first lab, grab the artifact, come back out, save warp to start, head right to Frigate, grab the last artifact, and then Cestrion is done. Eraldoe used their only power bomb to get to the bottom of Warrior Shrine. Now Eraldoe is looking for a power bomb drop. Can't get Shore Tunnel without it. There you go, Eraldoe gets 2. And that is Ice Beam for Eraldoe. Eraldoe finally making their way to Phendrana. Good race from both of these races. The very experienced Cestrion in Prime 1 and Prime 2. But WX, why is Cestrion in this if he is experienced? Cestrion has competed before. However, with Cestrion, again, this is a mentor tournament. Players of all, you could be brand new, you could be a novice, you could have played this game for 10 years. Right, you could play the randomizer for 10 years. If there's something you want to learn, then that is what you're here to do. because you played it before doesn't mean you don't want to get better. Cestrion able to get through and avoid the turrets. Nicely done. Or not get trapped by the turrets, so to speak. Now the big giant room. The cutoff was making top 8 in the previous prime tournament, possibly. Would make sense. Brigade can be very annoying without gravity. And there's the final artifact. Cestrion does all 6 artifacts. Cestrion is on their way to fight Metroid. Eraldoe very far off, but has a chance. They have supers. They got their flamethrower. Nice, clean Ridley fight. From a Cestrion, nicely done. Not important. Renko asked in chat, how important was mines? Not important. The furthest this seed we had to go was Research Lab Hydra. You love to see it. Nice, fast seed. Ooh, Eraldoe is making a play for Thardus. Interesting. Thardus not in... to fight Thardus, I believe you need Thermal Visor. Logically speaking. Cestrion having a good Metroid Prime XO fight. No Ice Spreader, but that's okay. Cestrion now on to the final Subchamber. Subchamber 4. Then after this, it'll be Metroid Prime Essence. Good Thardus fight as well from Eraldoe. Love the use of trying to land the bombs in front of Thardus as they roll. Nicely done. Good routing decisions from both of these players. Again, Eraldoe just not knowing how to non-chip out with Ice Beam. Probably could have let him defend a little bit earlier. There we go. Thardus is defeated. Stardust has a missile expansion. Cestrion has defeated Metroid Prime XO. Now on to the final boss of Metroid Prime. It's Metroid Prime Essence. I'm curious where Grapple Beam was. And Thermal Visor. If you have an idea of where Prime XO is, you can try here, but the problem here is not having thermal. The thermal phase is just a little difficult. Obviously, you can't see Prime Essence without Thermal Visor in Prime Essence's thermal phase. But that trick that Cestrion just showed you all, you can still scan to see, you know, with the scan visor where, you know, Essence probably is, where Essence is, but you just can't see Essence fully. Good cool cancels right now from Cestrion. And game. Cestrion defeats Eraldoe to advance on the bracket stage. Cestrion finishes in first place with an official time of 1 hour, 14 minutes, and 7 seconds. GG's to both runners. We'll get the racers in here for their post-game interviews. Here is our winner. It's Cestrion. GG, Cestrion.
GG's.
It's nice to have a seed where you don't really have to traverse far into the planet.
Not really, right? Mines was completely dead, so...
Yep. No mines, no Farfen. Wonderful.
Yeah, it was pretty jet. I mean, if I wouldn't have found Phazon suit, I probably would have, like, just get the SDK... not SDKs, not Echoes. Phazon suit in. And that would be right at the corner, so... Yeah.
For sure. Eraldoe, I see you in Twitch chat. You gonna join us for a little post-game interview? No pressure. Phazon suit was in
Arbor Chamber.
Arbor Chamber, thank you. I was gonna say Root Chamber, and I know that's not the answer.
Well, yeah, So technically grapple is required. So I wonder where that is.
But
I don't actually know if gravity
so
suit
was required for Arbor Chamber, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Chat, see, you were right. I was wrong. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the dash is advanced logic, I think.
I'm just so used to seeing scan dashes and thinking it's like a lot of them are like beginner level logic.
Nah. But yeah, I was really mad about the space jump location, so I could have like not have like the mess up that I had in monitor section. That was kind of unfortunate. Oh, wow, thermal visor was vanilla. Amazing.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh boy. We're still waiting
I-
for it to show up here on the restream. I'm curious where Grapple was.
Oh, there was gravity suit. Interesting. That's really bad. I have actually not looked at where grapple was. Let me scrub again. Du-du-du-du.
It's about to show
Oh
up on
my god! Okay, that's kind of stupid, but yeah.
Got it. I like it. I can't wait to see it and we can laugh about it.
I mean, it would be just be like a one-way trip, but at the end it was like pretty jet, I would say.
Got it. Eraldoe never got the invite to the speed game. Let me send that to Eraldoe.
So yeah, I accidentally hit start at like
oh my
the 8
goodness, it was
seconds.
in PPC.
Yeah.
That's terrible. Vanilla there. That's just bad.
Mm-hmm.
Rude. Eraldoe, you're gonna get a DM from me in Discord with the link to the Speed Gaming bot.
In
Look at
gravity
how the
suit.
Speed Gaming channel. I bet the bots have been having some invalid invites.
Yeah. The gravity suit was, by the way, an MQA, which is also really poopy. If you really wanted that.
MQA. Are you? That's just stupid.
Yeah, if you really wanted to go into like
SDA
not have
for
trouble
ice
with that.
spreader. Oh,
Yeah, it was.
Eraldoe, GG's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
GG's.
GG.
Oh, that was just an interesting scene. Eraldoe, there's one thing I want to talk about, and I'll get to Cestrion's point here.
Mhm.
You
All
came
right.
across Ice Beam over in Shore Tunnel.
Oh yeah, I saw it and I was like, oh, I've been here before. I don't know how to get out without space jump.
Okay, see, that's what we were like, because chat's like, maybe they don't know how to get out.
You can get out with a bomb jump and there's some
Yeah.
like dash, I think, but I was like, I tried it before, couldn't do it. I'm not gonna get stuck.
You didn't want to get soft blocked. I understood.
And there was the
That's
same
fair.
thing happened to me when I was going into Elder Chamber. I was like, wait a minute, I'm not sure I can get out without space jump. Or proceed.
Well, luckily the space jump weren't far off.
Yeah, no, I got to it really late. I was starting to be like, damn, where is space jump?
Yeah,
Mhm.
so what was... I want to talk about the routing, and Cestrion, I'll start with you, then Eraldoe will go to you. So you both had, this was a very linear seed. Very early. A lot of the items you both got, it was very linear. There was no route divergence. Cestrion, talk us through your routing.
Well, first of all, I accidentally pressed start way too early, so I watched the cutscene. So to be fair,
I was wondering why, like, you know,
my alarm clock went off exactly when Reed like pressed the start button or like left the race. I was like scared I hit the A button. So yeah, I was watching the cutscene a bit to make it fair. So yeah, but I got missiles, basic artifact temple, mothball. Afterwards, I saw that all artifact keys or artifact are not really in a bad place. I knew I had to get supers, which is fine, but yeah. So got mothball out of logic since we didn't have a missile launcher, but that's fine. And then yeah, just do the basic loop. I actually did the gallery tunnel peak, and I actually like couldn't figure out what it was, but I was for sure it wasn't a missile expansion.
I saw that
So I
blink of
was-
red. I'm like, I think it might be a beam.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna check this again when I have bombs because I'm not gonna gamble on it to be nothing. So yeah, then since we didn't get that much out of the like missile launcher route, we knew about boost ball being there. So okay, once we get bombs, we can get the hit. Yeah, it was really linear until like I guess like after like Watery Hall, you can like decide if you want to skip Zoid first. I didn't. I got the Very Suit right away.
Yeah, it's a good thing neither of you skip Zoid.
And I was worried a bit to skip the lower furnace item.
Yes, that was one of the route divergences we saw. Eraldoe make their way right afterwards to go do that. You skipped furnace initially.
Yeah, it's because I was like, it's one check, and I have to do the puzzle, which costs a lot of time.
Yep.
And I know for sure that I will get some items down the road when I go to boost. So, and like get an artifact, and maybe something is on the half-pipe balloon shrine. So yeah, I was like, okay, let's do that first. And since we had Ravia, that also routes good into the Matmore stuff in Lava Lake. Since you don't want to leave Lava Lake behind if it's progression.
No.
So yeah, did that. Did miserably in Monitor Station with the NSJ movement there because I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Probably had to still get warm up with the movement or something. I don't know. Yeah, and then I found Ice and was like, well, that's convenient. So I knew, okay, Ice is PB locked. And then, yeah, Space Jump Boots was basically the big opener. Which then I got supers.
Maybe that's a question for me. You didn't have a PB because I think on the way to Zoid we had a PB expansion at the top.
Yeah, I got that one. I got that one, yeah. I got that one. So yeah, I got Ice. But I knew for logic you need main PBs. So yeah, and after I found main PBs, I knew, okay, Ice is now logic. So I go do frigate crash side climb, and then yeah, didn't get really anything out of it, unfortunately. But it routed pretty well into Flagra because once I knew, okay, Wave has to be early, and then I saw it in Upper Furnace, and I was like, okay, so Spider has to be on Flagra because that's literally the only check left. Yeah, that's basically what happened. And then after that, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do the rest of Chozo, so I don't have to return any point in time back here. Got the artifacts, and then I found Phazon Suit and Arbor Chamber, and I was like, okay, I just need to collect the artifacts, and then I'm done. So yeah, that's all what happened.
There you go. Eraldoe, what about you?
Well,
we saw you again. It was very linear to what you both did to start, but
yeah, where we started
Magmore-
diverging, I started almost intentionally going, "What's optimal? Let's not do that." I figured my only chance really would be to take some big gambles and hopefully get lucky. So I found Wave Beam probably earlier, but I didn't have Spider to go get it.
Yeah.
Or Space Jump to do the skip, so that really sucked. So yeah, there was a lot of that. Like I went and did Flagra. I'm like, I'm sure he would be doing Flagra at this point. Maybe I'll get something good off of it.
You were the first one to actually reach Flagra.
Yeah, well, nobody would want to do it without Space Jump, right? So I was like, I'll just go do it. Maybe it'll be Space Jump. I don't know. Yeah. I knew I wouldn't have nearly the kind of movement skills, so I was like, let's go make some crazy gambles and see what I find.
Gotcha. Cool. So when you reached Magmore, Eraldoe, did you not want to head right to Phendrana?
There was a moment where I was like, I could go to Phendrana now. I was thinking like maybe I shouldn't go until I get Space Jump, but I could have gone earlier. I would have gotten supers earlier. Or no, I wouldn't have gone up there without Space Jump. Yeah. That was the main reason. I was like, I kind of want to start with Ice Temple, and I don't have Space Jump.
Gotcha. All right, last question for you both. What was something that you learned from your mentors and/or in practice that really helped you out in this race? Because this is the first race here in the bracket stage where, again, mentors are not allowed in the game or on a call with you during a race. So
Honestly,
what's
so
one thing
much.
that you all learned from them you got that benefited you?
I mean, practically every trick I did in this race, other than the dash off the ship, is something the mentors taught me in the last couple weeks. And again,
Nice.
the approach of gambling was also something I was taught. I was like, if you think you're behind, just go wild, because if what's
Hmm.
gonna happen, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, same for me. Like almost every dash I can do now, like Magma Poo dash, the Root Cave dash that got me Phalanx Suit, and general routing basically, like or getting like a routing sense. You know, like I'm pretty sure like every mentor, like after that Ice Beam and Space Jump, would have also like think, yeah, free crash site climb, let's go.
Very nice.
So yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that frigate crash light climb from Cestrion was just beautiful. Really nicely done.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Thank you.
Final thoughts before we get on out of here.
Thank you everyone for your time. Take care.
Yeah. GG's, and
GG's.
let's see how the next one goes.
Excellent. And Eraldoe, I think you got your artifact in Main Plaza, right?
I'm not sure I did.
Okay. I wasn't sure
It
either.
was, yeah, it was right in there. I'm like, whatever. I'm gonna get it when I go to Tower of Light.
Got it. Sweet. All right, folks. For Cestrion and Eraldoe, Cestrion advances in the upper bracket. Eraldoe is down to the lower bracket. It's a double elimination playoff format. So keep that in mind. This is outstanding and fun. We have lots of Metroid races going on. Again, 2 of the races that happened at 1 o'clock. Race going on that started at 2 p.m. Eastern. And another race starting at 3 p.m. Eastern. Tons of Metroid Prime action coming your way. I'm WXFan21 for Cestrion and Eraldoe. We'll see you next mission. Latest, peoples.
See ya.